Time No Longer, Chapter 13, Part B. The devil has pretty much had his way for 6,000 years, using force to maintain sin's grip on mankind. Now a new nation, unlike any before it, with a new spirit of freedom and democracy, ascends to power from the Western Hemisphere. That man is no match for the devil is a given. This new power has its motto, "In God we trust." This was a people seeking liberty, democracy, and freedom. They are diametrically opposed to Lucifer's ideals, but as has been proven in battle after battle, you should never underestimate your foe. The devil's new plan, though now quite a subtle one, is also doomed to fail. Satan will succumb at the end of time, but he will make the most determined last stand. Like General Custer, he will put up a valiant and heroic effort, but he is no match for the King of Kings. The United States, willingly or not, is a sitting duck in the devil's path of treachery. President James Monroe put forth the classic doctrine designed to keep the United States out of the center of world affairs, but circumstance after circumstance has forced the United States to turn its back on this great ideal. It is unintentional, but it continues to happen. The United States is in the process of setting up a world economy. This plan, for a variety of reasons, will be embraced by the majority of the world. This earth is cruising along with a lamb at the controls. Democracy in various forms is spreading over the globe like wildfire. Everyone chooses to be or be like an American. Everyone wants to wear blue jeans and be a cowboy. Americans have everything, so why not join up with them? Then everybody can have everything. Trade agreements are springing up in every corner of the globe. The European Common Market and NAFTA are good examples of John's prophecy being fulfilled. More and more people are becoming prosperous, which has a snowball effect worldwide. Soon nearly all will be under one economic roof, and world economy will flourish as never before. To simplify transactions, it is possible that a common worldwide currency will be established. We already have MasterCard, Visa, and American Express accepted worldwide, and a national medical plan has been proposed. To function in utopia, you will need a license or a card or a type of currency to buy or sell. Surprise, surprise, the mark of the beast or license to trade on a worldwide scale is under control of this little lamb. How could this happen? No matter, it has. A virtual utopia has been created. Everybody is happy, and world affairs have never run so smoothly. What a perfect setup for the old serpent. And is he ready to chime in with the world and its leaders? Everything is falling into his lap with so little effort on his part. If everyone is agreeing on the economy, how about agreeing on other issues? How about the oldest of issues, religion? Money, the root of all evil, will talk loud and clear on this issue. Why not have all religions converge into one? It may be a fairly loose connection at first, but the cost savings will be enormous. This, no doubt, will take time and extensive negotiations, but John in Revelation 13:17 prophesies that it will happen, and that no man might buy or sell save he had that mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. He states that a religion for all the world will be chosen. The image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Revelation 13:15. It will have the number 666, and the image mentioned may represent some icon to be bowed to. The number traditionally given to the Roman Catholic pontiff is 666. In any event, you as a human being who inhabits this planet will have to pay some form of homage to this world religion to function economically. What a sweet utopia. It will be heaven on earth. Everyone's getting along with no war and a booming economy. This is exactly what the devil has been working toward for centuries. He has all humanity on the same page and is ready to implement his takeover. People may not be required to solely worship this new religious order. This might be an impossibility even for old Lucifer. We are dealing here with over 4,000 years of religion development. Pharaohs, Muslims, Jews, Greeks, Hindus, Buddhists, Christians, etc. People may be allowed to worship the God of their choice and maybe even the true God as well. Back in Israel's heyday, they worshiped the true God and a golden calf. We all know the outcome of that method of worship. In today's Japan, 80% of the people are Buddhist and 80% are Shinto. 160%, you say? No. It's just a convenient melding of two religions. The devil can let this happen, but he will have to come up with some way to get everyone to admit believing in one of these religions. The great schemer may plant in the mind of world marketers the idea to require that licensure includes signing a statement recognizing this new religious beast to be holy, or that some form of his homage is due him. In any event, it will place this new beast above man, in effect another god. Refer to Commandment 1. This idea may not still sit well with some groups, but in world democracy with economic control on its side, warring of religions for century after century might just be ignored. Extortion on the grandest scale, the almighty dollar has won. The old serpent has done it. A perfect world without the help of God. Who needs God? Is God dead? Not by the longest of shots. The omnipotent one has been down this road many times before. World domination, homage to a king, one currency, utopia. What has John spent over half of his book talking about? He's been talking about this very thing. He has been recounting this same scenario over and over again. God says it's just another new world that will fail. The devil counters that this one is different. The dialogue between God and the devil would be most interesting for us to hear. God always lets the devil have his say, but deep down they both know the real truth. The devil's focus is amazing, but he knows all was lost at Calvary. He will never recover, but he will go down fighting. John Milton's Paradise Lost demonstrates this focus, but also demonstrates the devil's plight. He is fighting a battle that he cannot win. As in every new kingdom before it, there is a high hope that this will finally be the kingdom that will last, that won't need God. But as in every kingdom before it, it is doomed to fail. Let me repeat the true theorem of the Bible. Prophecy has never been wrong. Thankfully, the fall of this lamb-like beast, though devastating, will be the last. This New World program strikes at the very heart of God and His law. Throughout recorded time, it has been proven time and time again that this type of anti-God society will not work. Though initial intentions are honorable, evil infiltration will erode its structure. It will ignore righteous values that made it a great nation and sadly self-destruct like its predecessors. The evil one will not let his best chance to prove God wrong go by so easily. He will do everything in his considerable power to keep the eagle flying. He was forced out of paradise and he will never forget it. He will now have nearly all humanity in his camp. He will tell them, no, show them, that his utopia is working. Oh, there may be a few rough spots, an occasional uprising, rampant drug use, corrupt leaders, family disruption, and crime. No problem. But as in the Great Suppression of 42 months, 1260 years, there is a small remnant of the faithful believers to the true God that will hang in there, no matter what the devil contrives to stamp them out. Buoyed by God's Spirit and clinging to the original creed of freedom and Bill of Rights, a small group refuses to sign up. They refuse to accept the mark of the beast. They refuse to pay homage to anyone other than God Almighty. It may be just a little sentence in the fine print at the bottom of the page, and all that is required is a signature. But that thin line of God-fearing freedom lovers will challenge the system. Like Daniel of old, they will take a stand. And John says, God will protect them. Never underestimate the Creator's power. He is always there for those who love Him. In Eden's garden, it was just a harmless little tree, just a small apple, just one bite. But the consequences were unimaginable. Revelation 14:10 elucidates this in very plain English. The message of the three angels is the message for all of today's humanity. And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation, and kindred, and tongue, and people, saying with a loud voice, Fear God, and give glory to Him, for the hour of His judgment is come, and worship Him that made heaven and earth, and the sea, and the fountains of waters. And there followed another angel, saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up for ever and ever, and they have no rest day or night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and have the faith of Jesus. Revelation 14:6-12. From the prophecy of the seven trumpets, prophecy 3, we know that God's angels are continuing to hold back the four winds of strife, but eventually they will have to let go. The preceding events will occur during the close of time as we know it, and herald the coming of the final destruction of the perpetrators of sin and all it stands for. As with any government or society, if it is not based on love, liberty, and freedom, it will meet its Waterloo. Our beloved United States of America is slowly but surely easing away from the high and noble ideals its forefathers conceived, embraced, and gave their lives for. Our great country is now turning away from God and embracing the rest of the world. We must pray daily that we can muster the strength and resolve to keep our country from slipping into that bottomless pit that is oblivion.